And we're back live. How's everybody doing? Good to see all of you back again. I appreciate you guys showing up that are in the live chat. And if you are new here, my name is Alan Roberts. If you're watching this on replay, I go live multiple times a day, normally Monday through Friday, and sometimes on the weekends. And I talk about topics anywhere from politics all the way through mostly what I talk about is public health, obesity, the obesity epidemic, losing weight in a sustainable fashion, building healthy habits, and the ridiculousness that is this woke bullshit, fat acceptance, body positive movement. And I have been for about 5 or 6 years. So thank you for joining me today. For the second video we are going to be talking about Miss Anna O'Brien, Glitter and Lasers. She apparently is losing motivation. Now, I'm going to give everybody a quick talk about this beforehand. First of all, if you are having trouble staying motivated, here are the deals for our coaching. Please do check them out. We help provide habit coaching. Okay, so basically what we do is we adjust your lifestyle just to a little bit healthier. We build those into habits. We build habits that sustain those habits. And then we go a little bit healthier as you lose weight. The idea is you shouldn't have to depend upon motivation. It should become dedication and determination, and it should just become lifestyle. Like, working out is not like, I don't need to get motivated to work out. It's a part of my lifestyle. Like when we go on vacation, sometimes there'll be a few days where we don't get to work out. And both Crystal and I are like, feel weird afterwards. It is part of our lifestyle. Motivation, and I've said this a bunch of time on camera, motivation is a fleeting bitch that will leave you when you need them the most. Motivation is not something that you should be depending upon at all times. Motivation is something that helps you catalyze change. And once the change is made, you need to be dedicated to it. Now, Anna is going to talk here about how she's been having a hard time staying motivated. I am going to point out that the reason why this woman, who is literally the size of a refrigerator, is having a hard time staying motivated is because she has an untrue image of her own health, of her own body, and how she has taken part in its very seriously dilapidated state, right? If you think you are awesome the way you are, like she thinks she is fine as fuck and doing great, and she's an athlete now all of a sudden, and she should be coaching people online, I think, or whatever, or she's giving people health advice. She's placing herself in a position of she's good. She's the instructor, not the instructee, right? So if you think that highly of yourself about this particular thing when it comes to your health and your weight and everything like that, if you don't think you need to change much, if you're happy with your outward appearance, if you're happy with how you feel, if you're happy that you, with the improvements you've made, if you are happy with these, oftentimes what we see is the loss of just any type of motivation to get going. And there's no real determination, because what's happening here is that she felt like shit, just like every person who is going to be as big as a house is going to feel like. She felt horrible. She has said it on multiple videos that she just didn't feel well. So she lost through exercise and being on Wegovy and still going to Disney and porking out on all the desserts. She lost about 80 pounds, right? That still leaves her somewhere around the 400 some pound range. Okay? She should not feel good about this. First of all, it's been almost a year. 80 pounds for a 500 pound person, that's like 16%. That's not that fucking great, especially when you have that much weight to lose and you have already been on these medications for a year. These medications normally give consistent weight loss for about a year until they plateau out, and then you just need to take them to keep the weight off that you've gotten off. So basically, she's losing motivation, which also means to me the scale isn't going down anymore. So I think she is, like I said before, she has hit her kind of, stall, because I visibly see her eating a lot because she visibly posts that she's eating a lot. She's hit her stall and lost motivation because, oh shit, I can't just eat like shit. I'm going to have to do something. I mean, she was able to lose a little bit of weight. Like, and I say a little, 80 pounds is good, but if you are happy at 400 pounds, it's delusional. And the problem is that's where she's at. I see her thinking that I've made so much improvement. She celebrates so much shit all the time. I'm so proud of my body. I'm so proud of what I've got done. I'm so proud of the progress I've made. It's okay to be proud, but like, you've not done much. I'm just going to say, like, you've not done much. You've been at this for a minute. She should have lost at least 100 pounds in a year, at the very least, if not 120. She's on those medications. She should, like, at that big, you should lose 20% of your body mass or more. If she was my client and she started at 500 pounds and it was 1 year later and she wasn't, in the 375 range, I would consider that kind of a failure. Okay. Because at the very beginning, this woman could eat 3,000 calories and still lose 4 pounds a week. Right? Like, she could have lost 4 pounds a week eating 3,000 calories, especially because was 500 pounds at the time and she started working out. So she should have lost an extraordinary amount of weight for the activity she claims. Plus being on those medications, she should have lost an extraordinary amount of weight. And she didn't, because I do believe that she lies about the food and about the amount of activity she does. I don't think she's actually running, Like, look at this. I'm 95 pounds lost since January, aiming for 100 total by New Year's Eve, but won't be disappointed if I don't get there. She could have definitely done more. Great job, Tina. Great job. Great job. I started at half her size currently in July this year, and I'm down 75 pounds without any meds. Boom. First of all, congratulate this woman. But that's what I'm saying, right? That's what I'm saying. Like, you've lost way more percentage than her if you started at half of her size. I mean, you've lost 30% of your body mass if you started at half of her size. You should be fucking jumping up and down. Everybody should be fucking high-fiving you. That's an amazing job. You started at 250 and you lost 75 pounds. You're a fucking hero. Everybody congratulate that woman. That's fucking great. No shit. But anyway, let's get on to what she was saying. I wanted to just preface that by letting everybody know it's not motivation. It's habits and dedication. It is not motivation. It's habits and dedication. That's where it's at.
I'm having a really hard time motivating myself to work out. And this happens.
Shocking. Her all of a sudden not having motivation to work out. Oh no, I'm so surprised. Part of that is, like, she should be desperate. I hate to even say that, but she should be desperate to lose weight. She avoids talking about weight loss because she doesn't want to get the body positive people upset, but she should be desperate to lose weight. Desperate. She is enormous. Her mother and her sister both died of obesity-related complications. She should be fucking desperate to lose weight. The motivation should be, holy fuck, I'm going to die. That should be the motivation for you. The motivation should be is that your legacy is going to end up being that of a warning to people. Like, people aren't going to know how fake positive you were, how fake nice you were, because I believe that's all that bullshit. I believe all the positivity is bullshit. I believe who she is who she was in that Target video where she was fucking just, cranky, mean, looked a little fucking drunk and fucking, totally disrespectful to everybody around her. That's her. To me, that's her. But the fake positivity and everything, nobody's going to remember you for that. They're going to remember you as the lady that ate herself to death and then didn't do shit about it. That's going to be your legacy. Just like the legacy of all these people that are talking about, like, oh, I'm a body positivity advocate, blah, 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 dead by the age of 46, most of them. Like, it's sad, but that's what's reality, right? You should be desperate. You should not need motivation. The motivation should be, oh my God, I might die. That should be the motivation.
To everyone gets in slumps. And
everybody gets in slumps. I don't. Not anymore. I just stay dedicated. It's part of my fucking job. I'd fucking do it. Everybody gets in slumps. Like, this woman needs to not be coaching herself, not be coaching anybody else, because if you weigh 400 pounds and you're not losing weight, that's not a slump, that's gluttony. That's not a slump, that is gluttony. If you are not losing weight from 300 pounds, it's because you're eating way too fucking much. That's a lot of fucking food. Reality exists.
So today I'm trying something to get myself out of a slump, and it really starts with what I'm wearing. So I put on some Christmassy
Here's the problem.
workout gear. I even put like a little tinsel thing in my hair, and
she thinks this is where it gets horrible. Okay. She is parading around like, it starts with my clothing because I look this, I look cute. You look horrible. You look like somebody that's going to die if they don't fix their shit. This is not a cute look. It's not attractive. You look sickly and bad. You look like somebody that's abused their body a lot. I know that that's maybe harsh and people don't like hearing that, but her like saying like, look how awesome I look in my workout gear. First of all, if you're serious about your workout gear, it shouldn't matter that much. If you're serious about workouts, it shouldn't matter that much. It just really fucking shouldn't. Is it functional? Do you fucking like it? Okay, fine. But you don't start with motivation with your workout gear. If you need certain workout gear to get you motivated when you're 400 fucking pounds, you are missing the fucking message that gravity is sending you. For real. But this is the problem. This is why she is having a hard time and being in a slump and a hard time losing weight and bullshit, because she thinks she's awesome the way she is. She has deluded herself into thinking that she is fine just the way she is, and she is absolutely not at all whatsoever.
It's like, you know what? I'm going to look at this workout as a gift. So instead of being salty about all the things I don't want to do, I'm going to focus on all the things that these movements over the past year have actually helped me do more.
Right.
So when I was doing push-ups and planks and inchworms and all of that, okay, I was like, you know what? Now I can get off the floor easier. That used to be something I worried about. It's not.
You can get off the floor easier, but you still have a hard time getting off the floor. That should motivate you. Like, think about if you fell the fuck down. Think about them calling the extra EMS. Like, people are like, oh, you're trying to embarrass fat people. You know what's really embarrassing? When they got to call 3 EMS trucks to get your ass off the fucking ground. When 3 EMS teams got to show up to try to get you onto a fucking gurney, that should be embarrassing. Because it is. Because you're a burden upon all of us. And instead of you being able to get your ass up, they have to come get you up. I mean, come on now.
Something I worry about anymore because of being active.
It's not something you worry about. Getting yourself off the ground is not something you worry about. You should. You see, that's what I'm saying. She thinks she's done. She's focusing on all the positive things that she thinks she gained from this year of working out barely. She's thinking like she's in her mind, like, painting the positivity picture of, well, I can get off the ground faster. Not fast. Not fast. It's still way on the fucking struggle bus, but she's like happy that it's not as bad as it was. Like, you probably couldn't get off the ground before. So congratulations. But the problem is you're celebrating all these victories and you are talking yourself out of more change that you desperately need,
Then I thought about all the stuff I'm doing above my head, and I was like, you know what? My arms used to get tired when I did my hair, and I'd have to take a little break because my arms just couldn't support it.
So
that's not a problem I face anymore.
So I'm happy that you don't face the problem of your arms getting tired when you do your hair anymore. But I'm going to say again, like, holy fucking low expectations, Batman. If you're celebrating these things as if they're true accomplishments. And in reality, for you, they are. But you should keep going and not celebrate this quite as much and realize that you still have a hard time getting off the ground, that you, in fact, still have hundreds of pounds to lose. You know, I don't even understand these people sometimes, man.
In fact, I have better coordination. I also have better confidence because I understand my body and how it moves.
You shouldn't be confident. I hate to say that, but you should be. You should realize that you're still hurting yourself on a daily basis. You shouldn't have confidence in self-inflicted harm, and that's what it is. You have confidence in self-inflicted harm. Like, I don't get it. I don't understand.
So by the end of the workout, I was just like, I am crushing it, instead of being like mad that I had to work out.
Honestly, that worked really well. I didn't think about how hard things were. Instead, I was focused on all the little things that have changed in my life because of doing hard exercises. And it was a lot.
You know, now if that's what gets her to do this shit, that's fine. But I'm happy that she did. I'm happy that she thought of these things to get her to work out. I mean, I will still think that it's mostly for the camera, seeing as how she seems like she's barely fucking sweating and already putting on a sweatshirt right after she's done. I'm going to argue that somebody her size should when they move their body would likely get a little fucking sweaty, would likely get a little fucking hot, and not just throw on a fucking Christmas sweater right afterwards. So I'm not saying she's lying, but I think she is. Again, if that's what you needed to do to motivate you to get this workout in, that's great. But what are you going to do? Like, if here's what's going to happen. If she loses another 50 pounds, it will be somewhat of a fucking miracle. And if she gets to another 50 pounds down, she's going to gain 150 pounds back. Because she's already like her size and she's not motivated to fucking do shit. That's a very seriously bad sign for her. Like the very seriously bad sign, you know, like I don't even get it. I wish I did. And I whatever people think about her, I want the best for everybody, but this is a bad sign. You're still 400 pounds and have a hard time feeling motivated to get activity in on your body. I can guarantee you that she's not motivated to watch what she eats. And she has posted that she's still eating cakes and candies on a fairly regular basis. So that's pretty fucking crazy. And somebody in the comment is saying that she's claiming that her waistline is snatched. I mean, it's delusional. So, I mean, but she's delusional about this shit. Anyway, so here's my, one more time. Dedicate yourself to something besides your aesthetics. Dedicate yourself to living a long, healthy, happy life with and for the people that you love. Dedicate yourself to that, because looks are all fucking, that's temporary shit. That's all temporary shit. And unless you want to end up like Anna and Tess and all these other people that are going to be using AI to generate their face every time they appear on camera, you got to understand, you're going to get some fucking wrinkles. It's like shit's not going to look the same way it looked 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 years from now. But if you're 30 years old, you can hope to live another 60 or 70 years with mobility and happiness and shit like that. Like, you should be dedicated to trying to find the healthiest life that gives you as much enjoyment with as little pain as possible, right? If that's not motivation for you, I don't know what should be, but dedicate yourself to your health. Dedicate yourself to staying healthy for your loved ones. Dedicate yourself to being an actual person that cares about their own body and what it does to the people around you. Like how you treat yourself affects people around you and shit like that. She's very focused on her, and I hate to say this, but most morbidly obese people that get to be that size are very self-centered, because it's their entire world for a while, and their entire world revolves around food, and then they need to have it be something else, right? That's where she's at, and she can't seem to find the motivation to work out, that's because she doesn't feel that she needs to change anymore. She already feels that she's good. She feels that she has a snatched waist, that she's better at getting off the ground. You heard her say it all. That's delusion taken over. That is her eating disorder saying, we're good. You watch. She's going to regain weight if she's not careful. All right, I'll take some questions. We got about 10 minutes. Let's see. Well, her density makes her gravitates pull Oreos are well rounded. Oh, that's tough. That's a tough one. All right, and by the way, folks, here is where you can get our deals for the book. We have a 2-for-1 special going on. So you buy the book, and then you get both books, or you buy that, you get both books, you join our app, and then you get to gift our app to somebody else plus the 2 books, and you get to be in the Hunger Management Support Group, all that stuff. So please do check that out. And then here is where you can get No Morbidity and Alchemy and the Holy Trinity Weight Loss Bundle. Right here. Right there. Is homemade sourdough okay to eat if I do slow fermented? Well, it's still flour. It's still ultra processed food. You know, is it better to eat on occasion? Sure, absolutely. Is it good to eat every meal? Absolutely not. It's still an ultra processed food. You know, it should be eaten like the calories from stuff like that should be less than 5 to 10% of your total daily caloric intake every day. So is it okay? Depends on what else you've eaten, but I wouldn't say like it's a health food by any stretch of the imagination. It's still an ultra processed item, whether you made it yourself or not. You didn't, but the flour, everything like that, blah, blah, blah. So my sister was 400 pounds for decades, did keto and stripped down to the ground. She's not eating much. It's bad. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. She has no rules on her rib cage, but 50 pounds at least hanging off her belly. That's not snatched. I mean, if you did her waist to height ratio too, like at the bottom of her rib cage, it still goes pretty around. Like, I mean, her waist to height ratio is still fucked. Nick C. The fact she's monetized, all of these people should be banned for actual misinformation and fraud. Right? I mean, you would think, but that's not who they go after. That's not who they go after. Anyway, do I have any last questions, guys? Because if we don't have any more questions, I'm going to wrap this up. I'm going to go cook some dinner for Crystal and I. But I'll probably be back at some point in time later on today. I'm not sure. I don't know. I've got shit to do. We're getting ready to drive and stuff like that. So I've got stuff to get going. But I hope all of you had a very, very good day. Remember to like, subscribe, follow the channel. Make sure you hit the notification bells. Even if you think you have the notification bell on, hit the notification bell. I appreciate you very, very, very much. And I will talk to all of you soon. Goddamn.